you guys. Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. TGIF, it is Friday. For those who, do the Monday to Friday grind, happy Friday to all. Even if you don't do the grind, happy Friday to you. As per usual, it's you guys and Scott and myself and child these fairies and these tales. Did you want to say anything to the people, Scott?
No, happy Friday.
Happy Friday, period. Now, okay, I do want to share two things. Number one, Scott and I have had a proud parent moment. Okay. We started a garden. And look at what we got. We got our first little cucumber. This is a fat little sucker. This is our baby. I'm gonna name him Eeyore. This is Eeyore. This is our baby. How do you feel, Scott, that now that we had a garden baby?
Great.
Yeah, shout out to Laura. She taught us how to garden and sold us some of the plants. And I encourage all people to just, get a little garden, do a little do-si-do to the garden, honey, and feel proud and healthy, I guess, because I'm gonna eat this sucker with a little salt and pepper. It makes you feel accomplished. So I feel accomplished. Number two. So I guess you guys see, the title. She lucky she didn't catch a beat down. Scott, what do you think that fairy tale?
I don't know. It sounds good though. Sounds like we're about to get dinged.
Maybe not. Today we're doing the Three Bears. And look at this. Okay, so remember I had my little Yankee candle from, I think from Sherlock. Look, shout out to Scott's mom, because look at this. Boom. I got this little thing with it. So we're going to pretend like we're in the woods with the Three Bears, and really it's just Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So we're going to light this sucker up. We're going to get this story going, honey. And we're going to see who need to beat down, who don't need to beat down, who need to get whatever. Who needs some WWE? Who need this? Who need that? I want to just see how this thing works, really. How it looks. Ooh, la, 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 la. Ooh, Scott, do you feel like you're in the woods? Do y'all feel like y'all in the woods? We're in the woods now. Okay, we're going to put that over here and let's get started with this story. Scott, are you ready?
Ready.
Have you ever heard Goldilocks and the Three Bears?
Yeah, I've heard this one.
We never know with you, Scott. Okay, here we go. In a far off country, there was once a little girl called Goldilocks because her curly hair shone very brightly. Period, girl. Period, girl. Okay, and y'all better know this predates, box bleach. Okay. But she was not so good as she was pretty, for she was often quite naughty. And right there is where the itching of the beat down starts. Your palms start itching, Scott. Your palms start itching. Scott's palms are itching. And so restless that she could not be kept quiet at home and would often run out when she was told not to do so, lock the doors. One day, she started off into the woods to gather wildflowers and to chase butterflies. She sounded like our cats. She ran here and she ran there and went so far at last that she found herself in a quite lonely place. And there she saw a snug little house in which 3 bears lived. A big bear, a middle-sized bear, and a little bear. But they were not then at home. So we just going into woods and finding bear houses? What you guys got?
I don't know. If they're not home, how do you know that bears live there?
Maybe they had pictures. They are in the woods. I don't know. Scott, this is a fairy tale.
I'm just wondering. I don't know.
Because she's...
Normally if I walk into a house, I don't think that a bear might live there.
Have you ever been to Michael Jackson's house?
I haven't.
Because I feel like anything could live there. He had a monkey named Bubbles. A chimp, I think, named Bubbles. You don't ever know.
All right.
The biggest of them was called Papa Bear. The next bear in size was called Mama Bear. And the smallest of the three was their little darling called Teeny Tiny Bear. How she know the names? Now, this is where I'm starting to get like Scott here. How she know the names? Girl, how you know the names of these bears? The door in the parlor window being open, Goldilocks peeped in and soon found the place was empty. So the naughty child made up her mind to go boldly in and look all about the place, little thinking what sort of folks live there. There are folks that live there. There are animals living there called bears, baby. Did Goldilocks get into the zoo, into the zoo cage? Because that's usually where bears live. Girl, you walking in a cave or what? Now, the three bears had gone out to take a walk a little while before this. Before going out, Mama Bear put the nice soup she had made for dinner on a great table in the parlor to look cool. Girl, you're going to have flies and gnats all up in that. But they are bears, so, you know. As they were hungry, they meant to be back in a short time. When Goldilocks went into the house, she soon found by the smell that something nice had been cooked. And on going into the parlor, sure enough, she saw 3 bowls smoking away. Look at it. Busted. Just busted. The first, a very large one for Papa Bear. The next of middling size for Mama Bear. And the smallest of all was Teeny Tiny's bowl. And in each of them was a wooden spoon. Goldilocks now went to work tasting the soup in each bowl by turns. But she found the soup in the smallest bowl the nicest to her taste. Girl, you didn't just walk up in these people's house, bear or not, ma'am, and just start eating their damn food. What say you, Scott?
Yeah, that's not cool.
Goldilocks was now in high glee and thought to enjoy herself by eating up all the soup in a little bowl. Oh, so and then you just gonna eat the baby's food too. Girl, okay. But she was too weary to be standing all the time. So she looked about for a seat. Oh, she's just making herself really at home, is she? Okay, girl, yes. There were 3 chairs in the parlor. A very large one for Papa Bear, another of middling size for Mama Bear, and a nice little chair for Teeny Tiny Bear. The little girl tried them all in turn. She found that the smallest suited her best. And down she sat and began to eat her soup with great relish. Oh, you just gonna get comfortable in these people's house and eat their soup. Okay, girl. You just say, okay, girl. Okay, girl. Them fighting words right there. Them fighting words. When Goldilocks had nearly eaten up all poor Tiny soup, she began to rock herself to and fro in his little chair. She's like, yes. Scott, I'm rocking like Goldilocks. What do you think?
Wow.
In the woods, like Goldilocks. I look like We Are the World.
Yeah.
Okay. She had often been punished for this naughty trick. So yet let's do it in a stranger's house. Okay, girl. While she was doing this, out came the brush bottom of the chair. So you in their house breaking their stuff and eating their food. And she and the soup bowl rolled on the floor and creating mess. But she did not mind this at all, thinking it was fine fun. She now thought she would go upstairs, and there we will leave her for the present. Oh, girl, we got to go to the other people. When the 3 bears came back, they found that someone had been there while they were out. Yeah, y'all should have locked y'all door. Who has been tasting my soup? Roared Papa Bear. And who has been tasting my soup? Growled Mama Bear. The poor Teeny Tiny Bear cried out, someone has been tasting my soup and eating it all up. Did that sound like Teeny Tiny Bear?
You did.
For the love of Dr. Umar Johnson, one more. Period. Gotta say it in threes.
Okay.
Then said Papa Bear ferociously, "Who has been using my chair?" That sounds like my dad. What? You don't sit in there, you don't turn the channel, you just leave it as it is. That sounds like my dad, and he would have been pissed. Mama Bear too said, "Who has been sitting in my chair?" That kind of sounds like my mama too. She don't like nobody touching her stuff. Then Teeny Tiny cried pitifully, "Someone has said it." Oh wait, me. Someone has sat in my chair and broken it. In the room upstairs, there were 3 beds. The largest was Papa Bear's bed, the next was Mama Bear's bed, and the smallest of the 3 beds was Teeny Tiny bed. Goldilocks tried them all, but she found that the little one was the most comfortable. Girl, at this point, you should see a pattern. Just go for the smallest one. Why even touch the other beds, honey? Just go straight for the little one, because you done broke up, ate up, and now about to mess up the bed. Girl, just go for the small one. We know where you're at. Follow the pattern, sis. Follow the pattern. And as she was very sleepy, she crept into it and fell fast asleep. The 3 bears, thinking that somebody was in the house, came upstairs to look and found their beds had been disturbed. Yep, she gonna mess them up. And they all, in angry voices, asked who had dared to do it. Let me just stop right here. Papa Bear, go in the closet and go get your shoes. You might have to stump this chick out. Mama Bear, tie your hair back, honey. Get your hair tied back. Get your Vaseline, baby. Put it on your face. You might have to bust her upside the head. Baby Bear, I don't know what you're gonna do. What should Baby Bear do, Scott?
I don't know. Mom and Dad take care of it.
Because this is a mess. Goldilocks did not hear the gruff voices of Papa and Mama Bear, but the sharp squeak of Teeny Tiny's voice aroused her from her slumber. Somebody has been lying on my bed, cried he. And in a moment after, he added, "And here she is," looking at the same time as ferocious as a little bear who had lost all his dinner could do. The little girl was now almost frightened to death. Girl, how are you up in somebody else's house, eating all their food, tearing up their good furniture, and then you gonna lay your little nasty self, because you probably didn't take a bath. You've been outside playing in the woods all day. You probably smell like outside. You done now crept up in this child's bed and messed it up and funked it up, and you are scared. What part of the game is this? Scott, what part of the game? What part of the game is this?
Crazy.
Somebody go get your boots, go get your Vaseline, go get your hair tied, and get ready for it. Because, honey, here it comes. Especially when she saw at the other end of the room 2 larger bears in a terrible rage. Lucky for her, there was an open window close to Tiny's bed. And seeing this, she jumped out of the bed in a moment and then took a spring and escaped out of the window. The 3 bears came to the open window and stared wildly at her. So she got up and ran as fast as she could until she got safe home again. Girl, why didn't you do that in the beginning instead of going into these people's house tearing it up? You should have found your way home the first time. We wouldn't have these problems. Here, she was properly punished for her bad behavior, besides the great fright she suffered from the savage looks and the angry growling of the 3 bears. They should have stumped her out.
Let her parents know what she did.
Maybe they got cameras on the house, Scott. The bears do. If they got a house, they can have cameras. At this point, anything is possible. The end. Oh, I'm sorry. And they all live happily ever after.
Well, lucky her that she did.
It would have been an automatic misunderstanding. And maybe next time they see her, it'll be an automatic misunderstanding. Scott, what did you learn from this?
Don't mess with the bear's house.
Don't do that. Don't do it. What did you guys learn? Put it down in the comments what you guys learned. Don't be going over to, this is my lesson learned. Sorry. I'm upset, clearly. Don't be going to people's houses, tearing it up, eating it up, funking it up, just for no reason. Like, them are people's houses. They got to live up in there. Don't be doing what Goldilocks did. Don't do that. And then expect a warm welcome. Because I feel like she expected somebody to be like, oh my gosh, she's in the bed asleep. Nah, sis. That ain't how that works. So when y'all go to people's house, treat it with respect. Treat their home like you would want them to treat your home. That's the lesson learned I got. Period. Did you have anything else, Scott? It's going to be a short one today, so y'all can get unwinded from y'all work day. I don't want to hold nobody.
Nah, that's all I got.
That's it?
That's what you need to know.
Okay, period. Well, thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out with us. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to. We're gonna try to trek on down this weekend and get you some, super scary Saturday sleepover and some, Sunday fun day school. I'm gonna try to squeeze Sherlock somewhere in here. I gotta go out of town next week, so I gotta squeeze it in this weekend. I gotta figure it out. But anyway, we will see you guys later. So from wherever we are to wherever you are, peace, love, happiness. Hope you guys enjoy. See you later.